So, today we're going to dive into the hidden architecture that runs our entire digital world. It's really a story about an invisible empire that you use every single day, but probably have never even seen.
And it all starts with this one question, right? It gets to the very heart of it. Is the internet really as open and decentralized as we all like to think it is? Because, behind all those apps you tap on your phone without a second thought, the ones that entertain you, connect you with friends, organize your entire life,
and behind the websites you count on every day for news, for shopping, for your job, the very DNA of your online world.
Well, there's this unseen, incredibly powerful force that's just quietly pulling the strings on almost everything you do.
So what is this force? Well, to really get it, we've got to go back to the beginning of a story you think you know, but we're going to look at it from a totally different angle.
Okay, so 1994. Jeff Bezos starts a little online bookstore. To make that store work, his team had to build this ridiculously powerful and scalable system behind the scenes. And here's the crazy part. They soon realized that this internal tool they built to run Amazon was actually way more valuable than the bookstore itself. So in 2006, they thought, hey, what if we offered this to everyone?
And this is the part of the story most people missed. While the entire world was watching Amazon the retailer, the company selling books, then toys, then basically everything, Bezos was secretly building something infinitely more powerful, almost completely out of sight.
What he built has become the real engine of Amazon's entire empire. It's the real cash cow, and believe it or not, it's the actual foundation of the modern internet.
It's called Amazon Web Services.
So what is AWS, really? Well, on the surface, it's a huge menu of services that other companies can rent. Things like computing power, massive data storage, you name it. But it's gotten so huge, its scale is so immense that it's more than just a service now. It doesn't just support the internet. For a massive chunk of our digital world, it kind of is the internet.
And when I say massive, I mean it. The sheer number and variety of companies that depend on this hidden infrastructure, well, it's absolutely staggering.
So who's using it? Get this, pretty much everybody. We're talking streaming giants like Netflix, even government agencies like the CIA, huge, massive corporations, and at the same time, tiny little startups just getting off the ground. Yeah, there's a really good chance the company you work for is running on it right now.
And that's the whole point, right? AWS is designed to be totally invisible. You don't see an AWS logo when you're binge watching Netflix. You don't think about it when you order food on an app. It's like electricity, completely hidden, but absolutely essential. Which, by the way, means that when just a tiny piece of it has a bad day, huge chunks of the internet can just disappear. You really, truly can't escape it.
Okay, but this is where the story gets really weird. It takes this fascinating, almost paradoxical turn, and it's all about the bizarre relationship Amazon has with its own competition.
So, just picture it. You've got all these companies out there, right? They're fighting tooth and nail to compete with Amazon's retail business. They are trying so hard to carve out their own space, to survive, to get out from under the shadow of this e-commerce beast.
And yet, at the very same moment, they are locked in this brutal fight for survival.
They are writing a check to Amazon every single month. Think about that. The very company they're trying to beat is also their landlord.
How on earth is that possible? Well, it's because behind the curtain, their websites, their mobile apps, their customer data, the very heart of their digital business, it's all running on Amazon's AWS servers. They are paying their biggest rival for the fundamental tools they need to even exist.
So this brings us to a really crucial shift in how we have to think about all this. We've got to stop seeing AWS as just another tech service. It's become something else entirely. You see, what started out as just a toolbox for rent has evolved into something way more fundamental. AWS isn't just a service anymore, it's digital real estate. It's become the actual land, the foundational ground upon which a huge part of the 21st century economy is being built.
So, when you boil it all down, this isn't just a story about business or technology. No, this is a story about a new kind of power, an invisible control over the very infrastructure that underpins so much of modern life. And that really just leaves us with one big, critical question to chew on. In a world that is literally built on top of AWS, where your biggest competitor is also your landlord, who truly holds the power?